Howdy, SimTheWorld here. We are back with Farming Simulator 19, the Alpine expansion. Yeah, as you can see, I've been playing around with some of the settings, trying to get a little better frame rate here. Sometimes it can be a little finicky with all these cows, but I've noticed we've got so much crap on the farm. We really need to spread some of this out. That's why it's going to be really helpful to move the cows just a little bit further away and spread some of the assets in the game amongst the rest of the, map. But today, I want to make mention, it is mid-autumn. We took care of a couple jobs, but we still have a few more things to do with the precision farming. Specifically, we do have our field. So the past couple episodes, what we did was we plowed it, we put lime and fertilizer, the manure down, over the field. Then I went through and cultivated that in, and followed through by finishing that off with planting our canola seed. Now that it's all taken care of, it looks like the grass is ready to be cut too for our fields. Wow, we got a lot to do this autumn. I think we got good weather though, so that's going to be important. But you can see I did fill up the fertilizer with new fertilizer for contracts. But to finish off this field, let me pull up the precision farming tool. I'm going to turn on the fertilizer because we're not quite done. So we got most of the way here, but depending on the different crops take different amounts of fertilizer, the nitrogen mixture. So that's something we have to come through and spread and kind of top off the crop. As you can see, it's turning slightly more green on the map to the left, and hopefully the rest of this will look better as we finish this off. But it's not moving as much, it's not taking as much fertilizer. This is why even in the description of precision farming, it says try to initially hit the farm with the manure since that's cheaper, and then go through and use your good solid fertilizer that you buy from the store, since that costs more. That way you get your money's worth and you're just topping off. The other thing I want to do today, other than taking care of the fertilizer, is I'm concerned about weeds. From what I understand, we are able to lay down herbicide over the entire field, and that should act as a preventative measure. Yeah, you can already see coming up in front of me, we have a patch of weeds that's already grown into this field. We do have a weeder, and because the crops are low right now, we should be able to pull those out with the weeder. But if we can kind of play a preventative game and lay down that herbicide so we don't have to do any further weeding, I think that's worth taking care of. That being said, we're going to have to buy more equipment. I'm going to take care of the rest of this field. I'm sure many of you guys were yelling at the screen as I started fertilizing. I told you guys in the last episode, and I made the same damn mistake. You want to make sure you activate the automatic application rate, which of course I forgot to do. Otherwise you get this nice dark green on the rest of the whole map. Of course, I'm going to go back over the fertilizing I just did to make sure we do get that full dark green over it. I just want to let you guys know I made a mistake with that. So you guys hopefully avoid it in the future. But yes, it doesn't take too long. We do have a good fertilizer here. We'll get this last extra 20 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. All this sciencey terms. So I've been looking around the store and everything's pretty pricey for a sprayer. Of course, this is for the weeds, and this will affect the crop production. Trying to balance something with a bit of length in the sprayers, but also having a good tank. And there just is not a lot of economical options. When I leased the last sprayer, I used this one, and 400 liters really sucked. This one is a 1,000-liter tank, so it's a little better. But I'm thinking, yeah, that's already $21,000. I'm thinking the right answer is to go for broke. Let's get the nice sprayer. It is 24 meters. It holds 2,200 liters of herbicide or liquid fertilizer, depending what you're using. It's expensive, but we won't ever have to buy another sprayer. And of course we need some herbicide. So let me grab a tank of that. Oh, so much money spent today. Luckily, this should be it for equipment. And of course, we're waiting on some good sale prices before for the milk. So we're going to get all that money back pretty quickly here. You put that on. Tractor handles that fine. I'm going to fill this up. I do have a tank you can see there on the side. When I leased that little sprayer, it didn't quite hold everything. So I've been leaving this at the store just to utilize as I need it. Not everything fits in there, of course, but I might want a front weight on this. Maybe I'll snag that from the farm when we get back over. Though the turning doesn't feel that bad with it. I guess we'll see on the circle here. It took it all right. See ya, sign. Let's get over to the field and give this a try. We're at the field. I'm going to start unfolding this. I imagine it's going to take a minute or two. Get this sprayer. Ooh, this is a big one. This is going to take no time at all. I'm going to deactivate the automatic sprayer. We're using the herbicide. If we're using fertilizer, I'd suggest, using the automatic application rate, at least for the precision farming. Let me get this lined up. We will turn on the sprayer. I guess we can lower it. I don't know if lowering it really makes a difference, but we're going to spray this whole field. It doesn't move super quick, but we're not using a lot of herbicide, which is good. And the goal of this, of course, if you've been following along with the precision farming setup, we shouldn't have to touch this field come next year. We've got it fully fertilized. It's been plowed and limed, so it's good there. All the levels are perfect. The crop is in. And we're laying down this herbicide in the hopes that, and I've seen some conflicting info on this, it might not work perfectly, but the hope is after this is laid down, we should not see any more weeds grow and pop up on this field. In my mind, having this all taken care of by mid-autumn means we've got a full year of focusing on the cows, focusing on the profiting off of the grass. We'll bale and silage that, try to get that taken care of before winter. I want to move around some of the stuff on the farm to try to alleviate some of this issue with the drop in frame rate. It seems to only happen near the cows, so I'm slightly concerned we're going to have an issue with that, but especially if we have a barn with like 500 cows, that's quite a bit. So here's to see. If you guys have any suggestions for that, of course, I'm open to any suggestions. Anything is helpful, of course, because I don't always know what I'm doing. I'm still new to the game, even though we're coming in at like 40 episodes, 41 episodes now. We've done a lot of work on this farm. I'll come back to you guys when this is wrapped up, and we'll finish off our day. I actually was looking at the grass here, and it doesn't look like it's fully grown. It looks like it has one more stage left. But I did try to hit it with the fertilizer, or the herbicide here, and these weeds aren't going away. I don't know if it's an issue of the grass being at the next growth stage. I didn't think that should affect it. I was hoping that that would actually take care of the weeds, but maybe that's not something we can do with the grass area in the field over here. Maybe we just have to wait for the weeds to die. It looks like some of them have died over here. Maybe let's go try taking out the regular weeder and see if that will do anything for us. I think I've still got it back here. Where is that guy? Maybe I got rid of it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, so unless... Oh, there it is. It's not in the... It's not in the barn, I left it out. There we go. Let's see if this will take care of that grass area with the weeds. I guess I can just use it right here. Plenty of weeds. Same growth stage. Nope. Not getting rid of it either. Which is kind of disappointing. Yeah, I don't think we have to turn it on, so I think we're just stuck with these weeds here, yeah. Nothing we can do. That's a little disappointing. Maybe I will plow this area once we harvest it. Give me something to do at the end of autumn. As you can see, our field looks fantastic. Great pH. Nitrogen is spot on for the field. At least the areas that, you know, it depends on, because of that sandy loam. It changes what's necessary. But we should have a really good harvest on this next year. But I think this is where we're going to wrap up this episode. We'll come back in end of autumn. Hopefully I'll have this all baled up. Hopefully we'll get one more cut out of it. And then I'll mess around with trying to get the grass area up. Maybe I will mow it, or maybe I will plow it and get it ready. Maybe I won't. I'll see what I can find online. If you guys have suggestions, love to hear them. Be sure you're voting on which barn you want to see in the field for the cows to move into, because we are still getting close to 50. There's a few more that, yeah, 0.2 years left. We'll have a few more calves in the next couple months. With that, thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates to future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch, as I'll occasionally stream live. Thanks, and I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.